Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here to show you the second week of freebies for the challenge we're running in the Facebook group LineDotArrow, together with the 4 other Facebook groups: Haystack Crafty Corner, Sweet Pea Papers, Two Sister Jam, and Grunge Journal Tutorials, and more. So there are 5 groups hosting this challenge, and each of the groups has their own winners drawing at the end of this month. So there will be 3 weeks of challenges. We just finished the first week. The first week was creating an envelope flippy thingy, and I created this one. There's a video on how I made this, like the flip thing, the envelope. That is a freebie in a Facebook group, and there are like tags and things you can add. This is one of them, and these are just little cutouts from the freebies. I haven't made the black and white one yet because it comes in various colors. In color is sepia and black and white, or sepia. And this is the second week challenge, and even if you just see this for the first time and you're thinking, oh, I want to join in, you can still post your entry for the first week throughout the whole month. So it doesn't have to be the first challenge in the first week, the second challenge in the second week. The only thing is, per week you know what the challenge is, and you know what the freebies look like. That's the only difference. But you can also jump in the fourth week. That's not a week we are doing challenges, but we are finishing off all the projects. And if you just download 1, 2, 3, all the freebies from the 3 weeks, you can create whatever you want. If you want to do all of them and post them in, like I said, 5 Facebook groups, and you have to use the hashtag GrungeYourArt. The second week, maybe you are already guessing, but it has keys and locks on it, and some little, I don't know how to call these, iron embellishment pieces. You will receive a background paper, and I think it's supposed to go this way. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go this way. I printed it twice. I don't know why, but this is a freebie in the Facebook group or on my Ko-fi page. And then you have a sheet with these, with locks and keys, and I'm going to call these hinges. They're probably not, but I don't know how to call them. And you also receive a smaller version, and then you also receive, okay, I don't think I have it. Oh, I already cut out the larger size keys. You also receive a larger size, and you're probably thinking, wow, these are large. Yeah, they are. But to give you an example, if you have to cut these by hand, if you don't have a scan and cut or something that cuts everything for you, these are usable for everyone with a scissor. Then we also have a little bit of a smaller size. I already cut these out, so these are okay too. You can still cut these out by hand. So we have these, and there's also an even smaller size, and I have them here. And I have backed them with black paper, and I should have used, ooh, there's a lot. So for those of you who do have a scan and cut and like the tinier pieces, these are the backings. I just scanned and cut everything twice, once on the actual sheet of the freebies and the second time on a paper. I showed you before in a previous video, but you can glue these together and then you have a small key. But like I said, these are very small, and I think if you like fuzzy cutting, these are great. But if you don't like fuzzy cutting a lot, the middle size, so these are the bigger ones, but No, these are the middle. These are the smaller ones, and these are the middle-sized locks, and then you have the larger keys. Sorry. I'm pretty sure. Which one are these? Oh, these are these. So these are these. I think the smaller pieces are these. Yeah. I'm so confused about my own freebies. Okay, well, I did some preparation, and I came up with this. I'm not sure if you can see, but I created some sort of keychain. And this is like the hinge that I altered. I'm going to take everything off so you can see. But for instance, I'm going to show you the bigger version, but this was the actual item, and I turned it into this. And at the back side it's just black. So you can put this on a craft. I'm just going to take my flippy thingy again to show you. Like you could put it on here, or put it on here, or even put it on here. You can use this for many different things. You can also hang it on a ring like I did, and make it part of your keychain. These I created yesterday evening. What I did was I embossed it. It is H copper, and it's a bigger. This is like sand, and this is larger, so it makes like more chunks. I don't know how to explain. So that I used this. Sorry, I use this. This is Cadence water-based finger wax in turquoise. I think you call it teal. Then I have this, the Luna paste from Ranger. It says war. Maybe that's the color. It's like it's been rusting. And then I also have the Cadence Rusty Patina. But you could also use your alcohol inks, of course. Then the other thing I did, I stamped Tim Holtz. Yeah, you can see Tim Holtz numbers on coffee dyed paper, and I used this rosé gold embossing powder, and it's on here too. Added a little bit of cheesecloth. I put in eyelets. Of course, there is no actual. Well, you have sort of the keys with the patterns that, not like the ridges, but like patterns. The modern keys mostly. So I try to mimic that. And this is, I'm not sure how you call it. We call this a lock, but there's a different name for it. And I also glued on just a little bit of the stamped embossed number, and just used a little bit of twine, nothing special. So it's very simple. But I thought, well, if you have a chance of inking, adding alcohol inks, embossing, having paste, maybe even markers, you could do that at the back side. So if you back them with white paper, you can do that at the back side. So before you start cutting out the freebies after printing, make sure you back them with a little bit of a sturdy paper, preferably white, or maybe a little bit like coffee dyed color. Not too dark, because the black one, I couldn't do anything of the inking on it. But this one, yeah, let me see. Yeah, this one I completely embossed, and this one is actually the same one as this one, same color, and I just added some of this this and this on it, and even a little bit of ink. Nothing special, but you don't have to, if you can't do a lot, if you just cut out this and put in like reds in here or small eyelets or just poke holes and like add a number or just ink, it can embellish your journal. It could go on like so. You can even tuck in a tag. So yeah, there are many options of using these. I've cut out this one already. It's the same as this one, but a bit larger. I also have this key, and I think I have this key. Yeah, and a lock. So what I thought I should do, and after embossing, they are hot, so you do need to rebend them a little bit, make them more flat. But I do like these. So yeah, I thought, well, maybe I can do a little bit on this one. I'm not going to do all of them, and I also want to show you another trick. If you have to cut these things out, the best way to start is by using, oh, this is a large, too large, so I can't use that one. But on this one I can use a punch. So and just follow the lines on the outside of the circle that you have to punch out. So much easier than cutting all the thing out or even using a craft knife, because a craft knife, it is rather dangerous doing it with a craft knife. It's so thick and sturdy. I think it's best to do this. Okay. Now I'm doing it on camera and it's not working. Yeah, it is. I'm going to do this with yeah. So now you have it cut out. Easy peasy. If you have like this key, I wanted to try this key, but it was too big. I have a very tiny circle punch. It's mostly, well, like a, but it does give you a beginning to cut, to start cutting. You see, it's easier to do this now. It's just a tip to share with you in case you are thinking, how am I will be able to cut out all those white thingies. The other thing you can do is just ink them, the white, and just punch through a eyelet, and I'm pretty sure no one will see. That's an option too. Or put like ribbons or lace over the top, then put in an eyelet, or just poke a hole, put in a thread. You can even sew on these. So now I have this one punched out. Yeah, I had these. So I'm just going to show you some regular things you can use if you don't have like embossing inks, because not everybody has embossing inks. But you could just do a little inking. Well, I already made it very dark, and you can use this. Not sure if it shows, but over here it is like with the patina color, the rust. But if you think that's not enough, you need more, you can use this. I have very dirty fingers because I've been doing this all evening. Well, not all evening, but for a long time. So that's why they are so dirty. But you can do... I'm not very good at this, I have to say. Usually I keep layering stuff together and at the end it looks okay. So I'm not a mixed media artist or anything like that. I'm not trying to be one. Well, I'm trying to be one, but I'm not trying to tell you that I am actually one. But I know, yeah, you can put things on. I have to get a... So, otherwise I have too much. You can just pile it on and make it grungy. So I'm also going to do something with the sort of hinges, this lock and maybe a key. I'm going to try to do them with the alcohol inks too, and maybe show you just a little bit of the embossing. But first let me clean my desk a little so I have more room to demonstrate. So I switched over to the glass craft mouth so I can use my alcohol inks. I'm not going to use these. Before I'm going forward with using the alcohol inks, if you don't have alcohol inks, if you don't have inks, if you don't have embossing powder, if you don't have anything like markers to color these or to alter these, you can still join in the challenge, because if you cut out the things and maybe put in like ribbons or add labels from the kit or maybe from the freebies and put them on a existing tag from the kit or one you made yourself, you can make a key tag. So you do not need to necessarily make this. You can put this on a tag too. I don't have a tag at the moment. I have, sorry for the noise, I have these, but these are not very big, but you could just put like these together with these and maybe these on a tag, embellish, put like maybe a piece of paper for decoration on it. So you don't need to necessarily make the same thing I'm making. Any craft using the keys or part of the keys or locks or these, let's call them hinges, that's okay. You can also put it on a page on your journal or make a journal card with a key on it. The sky is the limit, and you don't have to do this challenge if you're thinking, well, I don't like the keys. You can skip it. You can still be entered in the giveaway with the other entries you did. So you're not obligated to do this, but I thought these were fun, and I hope you think the same way. Yeah, it is it is a flop or it's fabulous. I don't know. We will see depending on your reactions on the video and on the freebies. But I like using these things and try to create them like it's real metal and stuff like that. I really like doing that. So yeah, I want to use alcohol inks. I am going to get very dirty hands, I know, but I'm going to clean them later and then do my nails, because it's no use doing them now because I'm pretty sure I will mess them up. Maybe I need to, well, you're not seeing it, but I have my alcohol inks over here. Let me see the colors that I have, because I have different types of, this is more green, this is patina color. This is also some sort of green bluish color. Laguna, not sure what color that is. Really green. And I also have black, sepia. Oh, I have two sepia and espresso, and this is terracotta, and this is cinnabar. And I also have jade. Maybe jade is a good color, I don't know. Let's see. I have these finger thingies, but they usually don't work very well. Well, they work for one time and then they all, this comes up off. This little sponge is no longer attached to the thingy. But that's okay. That's another other discussion. We could ink on the front side. Let's ink on this side, on the front side. And I'm going to add a little bit of ink on here. I'm not sure if you can see. It's just a tiny drop, not a lot. And I'm just going to, yeah, color on the key to give it a more used look. Is that the word I want to look for? Also going to ink the sides as you normally do when inking edges in your journal. Oh, this smells. The key when using alcohol inks is shaking a lot. And again, I am not a mixed media artist. Don't pretend to be one. I'm just playing with the inks and having some fun and sharing how I would use the inks on this project. Because I believe there's no wrong or right, as long as you have fun. And I'm not trying to sell this to anyone. It's just for myself. So it's totally harmless if I do it wrong. I'm going to add a little bit more of the sepia because the green is it's very green. And if it's dry over here, you can, if you add a little bit of water or alcohol, it is going to be thinned out. I'm not sure how to say it, but you're able to use it again. To be honest, I don't like green. I'm going for a more patina color now. But it's getting really grungy. A lot of grunge going on that key. A little bit of alcohol here. I'm going to, not sure if you can see, it's in the, let me move you over here just a little. Well, I have a little bit of alcohol over here. So it's a little bit lighter this way. So now we have this. Obviously on the back side it's still this way, so I am going to add a little bit of ink on here too. And obviously this is going to look completely different because this is a white canvas and on the other side you have a colored canvas, and also this is with a little bit of texture, and the other side was completely flat, like smooth paper. But this is like linen paper. Yeah, there's no it is fun. Be aware if you put a lot of water or alcohol ink to your to your inks, obviously the project is going to be wet. So this is wet now, so it needs to dry. I want to add a little bit of the other green also on here. Not sure if it will show. And I also want to add a little bit of the ground espresso. So yeah, now we have this. I really need to let it dry. So you can do this with the alcohol ink, which you can see, because I needed to switch my lights, otherwise it is doing this. You see the glare over here. Maybe I can put these on a little bit more light. I'm going to let it dry for a while. Let me now work on this one. I really like the blue green color. Don't ink. On this side I'm just going to ink like so. And the fun thing about these is you can't really mess up because it looks like it's worn out. It's supposed to look like that. So yeah, it's good. It's going to be good. I don't know how to explain, but if you, because this is not very pretty, but it does look grungy, and that's the goal we are after, to make it look grungy. Okay, this is, I don't know what kind of cinnabar. Oh, okay, that's like cinnamon color. Don't like it too much. I think I like this one better. The cinnabar is very a full color. I don't know how to explain. Oh, okay. Well, that's fun too. And maybe I can put it in. Don't like the effect, to be honest. So I'm going to just add like rust on this side. So I'm just playing with the inks. I'm trying to have some fun. So the front side, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to add too much ink, I think, because I really like the way it's looking already. What I don't like is there's a lot of this color on one spot. Maybe I can just add a little bit of extra blue on here, and I would like to make this more distressed. I'm not sure how to call this, but this is shiny on the image. Okay, now we have this. I'm just going to do 2 examples with the alcohol ink, then I'm going to show you with the embossing how that works, but I first have to clean this, and we are going to add things on this too. But first it needs to dry. I have my embossing inks. I have my Versamark watermark stamp pad. It is kind of dirty because I was making a mess with the embossing powder. I have a new one over here. It's still sealed, so yeah, it's the same. And I also have sorry, a dabber from Ranger, but I couldn't use it before because apparently with the stamps, I don't know, it's not going to be, because you miss a spot. I do that, but maybe on the keys and the locks it will work because you don't have to put it everywhere. So if it's not equally divided, it's okay. So I thought maybe I'm going to use this one on here. Let's first do this one. I don't want to add too much, so maybe this is good. You're not seeing this, but I'm adding a little bit of the embossing ink on here and a little bit on this edge, hopefully. Just give it a go. Clean this. I always struggle with the embossing ink. There are like trays you can use to put it on your project and then put it back into the jar. I'm just going to use a sheet because I don't emboss a lot. I'm not very good at embossing. This is okay because there's no real pattern and I can do a little tiny stamp. But it's not always working for me. I do have to say I didn't have a good heat gun before. I just used a hairdryer, which didn't work. Or when it worked, it took ages. With the heat gun, it's much better. So having a right tool is key. Otherwise it's not going to work. And I have this heat tool from Ranger. It's not big, but I keep it away safe because I'm always afraid my son thinks it's a hairdryer. And he's going to grab it. I'm not sure if you can hear me. It's not a lot of noise, but I'm just going over it with my heat gun. It's a tiny bit I added, it's not a lot. But it is showing up. Not sure if you can see, but it's over here and a little bit over here. Don't think I will add more. I think I'm going to leave it like this. Still debating if I need to do the back side a little. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this one as it is. Now I'm going to go for this one. And I'm going to decorate this one a little bit more heavy. And I'm going to use, I do have green. Not sure if it will look cool. Let's try the green. Put on a lot. And I believe there are also certain brushes you can use to brush off excess embossing powder. Yeah, I really need to get into that, to the embossing thing. I don't do it very often, like I said, so I don't know all the tricks and tips. I do know this. So let's heat it and let's see what happens with the color of green. Maybe it's nice. It's adding texture for sure, because it's a little... Oh, it's actually very nice. Not sure if you can see. It is a bit shiny, but it's still wet. So I'm going to leave this one to dry. I'm going to work a little bit more on this one. I do want to add things to this. I have pre-stamped these. And I thought the lock numbers, like numbers on a lock would go well, and on a key too, because usually keys do have numbers. And when I was going through my drawer to find the embossing ink and the embossing powders, I found that I have walnut stain in my stash, which I didn't use yet. I have no idea why not, but today is a good day to start to use it. Just need to find a dabber thingy. Not sure if it's called that way, by the way. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, let me get a clean one. So I found a dabber. I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because this is framing the number a little bit more. And also, I don't think I want to add the number on it, the NO, short for number, because that's weird on a key. But then again, it's also weird putting alcohol inks on a key. We are still doing that too. Also want to add a little bit of the evergreen bought ink. Zooming you in a little, so it's a little bit, has a little hint of green. And do I want something underneath? On the other one I put cheesecloth, which I really like, but I don't want to do the exact same thing. Then I thought maybe I could add like a book page or some music paper. I'm going to do music paper. because there's on my desk and I can use it. So going to ink this with the walnut stain. Glue it over. I'm going to glue it over to the left, I think. Then I want to add a little eyelet. So we have this one. I also wanted to show you how I did this piece. I'm going to do that. I'm not going overboard embellishing these. I'm just going to attach these maybe like so. I just have them on like so. Maybe I will decorate at the end. I don't know. I could even, well, maybe let me check one moment. I could even add like a little piece from the kit, because I have like this. I could add this, or even put on a butterfly. That's an option too. Or maybe I'm going to do that because I really like it. And I'm inking the back side of the wings too, because I want to, okay, one moment. I also want to add like cheesecloth. Found my cheesecloth. To glue it on in the middle section. Something like this. Going to glue this onto the lock thingy. Maybe I should use the tape. I'm going to do that. I have this tape. Put it on here. Oh, it's actually really nice. And then I want to add these just a little. So now, oh, it's cute. So you don't have to make it look a real life lock. You can also make a fantasy thing and just put a butterfly on, because that's really cute. It's thinking cute actually. Well, maybe I want to add something on here too, because I really like that. It gives it far more options. Oh, I also have this piece. This is so beautiful. Okay, let's see. How are we going to incorporate this on the key? Are we going to do this? It's rather plain, isn't it? Although I like this key as it is. But what I do want to add is a piece of cheesecloth. Like so. And then put an eyelet in here. And I want to slide this under this part. Yeah, that's going to work. I'm not going to punch the eyelet completely through the cheesecloth, because then I'm going to rip the complete cheesecloth. I'm going to basically cut the cheesecloth. That's not what I want to do. But I want it slightly underneath the cheesecloth. So I think I was a little bit out of frame. Okay. So now we have this. This is a rather simple embellished key, but I do like it. Oh, I'm getting how do you say that, excited about these. Yeah, so we have these. I need to put something in here because it's kind of boring. Maybe I can. I still have this on my hand. I have it facing. No, I want to do it the other way, like so. And where is the... Yeah, I can put this one on. They're not supposed to be together, but just for fun. No, it's too much. I'm just going to leave it like so. And somebody asked me where I bought this thread. This is just, you can find this at the cooking department. It is to bind your meat when you put it in the oven. I know the name of it always, and now I have to say it on camera and I don't know it. But yeah, this is the real deal, so it's a little bit thicker. We have these. Let me see, what else do I have? I have a number. Let's add a number to this key, just because we can. I'm going to add it over here. Yeah. So you can embellish them. So if you don't have the alcohol inks and the embossing ink, you can do this. I'm going to leave this as it is. We have this one. I'm not going to decorate these. This one is decorated already just a little. Maybe I can put this on. That would be awesome. And I want to use the tape. And I need to ink the back side in case it is showing. Don't think it's showing, but you never know. This is cute. Simple but effective. Okay, so we have these. I was going to show you. Okay, do we need to embellish this one too and then show you how you can create that hinge thingy? I could also add it on here. How does this work? Maybe like so. Does it need something? Maybe a key number. So I think I gave you enough ideas to work with these pieces. Pretty sure I did. So instead of Grunge Your Art, it's going to be Grunge Your Keys. That is fun. To glue this to a piece of cheesecloth. And you can also do like sewing on them. I didn't do that, but I do believe it's possible. I can't see why not. Maybe the thinner pieces it's difficult, but the larger keys definitely are able to sew on these. Maybe even the borders. Okay, this is sticking out at the top. Don't like that. going to add this like so. So now we have this one also finished, and I was going to show you how to aid like the hinge sort of thing, and actually it's the same way you do the embossing on the key. But I do think this is so much fun. I'm going to move you just a little to the right, so we are on the white spot over here. So I'm just going to add and it looks like a lot, but not a lot is coming out of this thing. I don't know why. And I am going to use the larger grain. Yeah, and you see, I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but there's green in here. That is when I have inked, put this on, then the green comes off and they start to turn green. But I don't mind. Put the heat tool on. And if you stop a little bit earlier, it is like has more texture. Now it's more like, I don't know how to explain, it's more like fluid, so it's running a little bit. I should have done this at the back side of this thing, so I have a proper front and a proper back side. Yeah, didn't think it through, but you can do that. I'm just going to ink this one, or maybe I'm going to hinge it on the other way too, but I don't think so, because probably I will end up putting this on a page. But the thing I like about this is that you can add like the eyelets on here. That is really something I like. I'm going to add 3. So, and if you want to use the freebies and you want to add like little bits and bobs, and you didn't purchase one of the Grunge kits, but you still want to enter with the freebies, of course you can add things from your stash. I can see when you use the freebies, but please say if you used items from the kit or things from your stash. But this is the other hingy thing. I really like it. So it was something like this, which is also fun to use in your project. You can put one eyelet in and it's fancy already, but I really like this one. So okay, let's get everything together now. I like this. Maybe I should add these together with maybe the larger key. Something like that. Let me get a tray with the rings. I have a small ring. Just one. It's not super small, but it is small enough. I thought of, okay, let me put this one on here. And this is just to show you how it can look, but you can also glue this into your journal, of course, as an embellishment. It doesn't have to be the way I do it at all. It can be totally different. Yeah, I like this. I'm just going to clean my desk a little and then we can show the end result together. We can look at the end result together. So here we are with the end results. I did take this one off from this ring because I didn't thought it was suitable. But this could be something you could put in your journal. Like I said, even turn it into a tuck spot. You could poke it in little holes and put in like brads over here, small ones like the screw ones. That is nice. I could have done that. This is just a key. The first one I actually made. Like a fantasy look, a little bit more embellished with things you can put in your journal. Then we have these three over here, which I really like. And they are a little bit bulky, but they're not heavy. So they do not add like tons of weight to your journal. But yeah, you can make it as flat as possible, of course, if you like that. And then we have this one key. So yeah, so this you can do with the freebies, adding little bits and bobs from your own stash. These are the freebies. I didn't have the largest size anymore. Well, I do have it. Maybe I still have it here. No, I used it. I cut out the keys. Then I have this one. And this is just a sheet. If you do not want to ink at the back side, you can print this on the back sides. Or glue this one together and then cut out all the keys, or you can use it for something else. You can turn this into a tag and put the key on. That's an option too. That would actually look very great. I think. Yeah, so but this is what we got. I hope you like it. Like I said, it's going to be fabulous or it's going to be a flop. But I like it, so let me know what you think and make sure you grab the freebies. They will be on my Ko-fi page and on the Facebook group, and make sure you also post in the other 4 Facebook groups joining in. I have everything linked down below, and also in each event there's a whole description of what is going on, how to enter, what the prizes are, where you can find the groups. There are links, everything is there. So yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like it a lot, maybe you want to subscribe to my channel. And make sure you visit the Facebook groups if you want to join in with the challenges. And I hope to see you the next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.